Please, the show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to another very special episode. I'm your host, JAMAICA.
I'm Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yeah, so before we get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, and subscribe to This or That Sports TV. And one more thing first, though.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know many subscribers that get us by the end of the day, people.
One whole heap. Bro, I know them probably see we in a little easy mood right now. We probably look like we something bad going on, and our voice is kind of low. But we're kind of excited now, aren't we?
What kind of mood you are talking about?
No, my voice kind of low. Normally we come excited, ready for talk and shout and talk for 3 hours. But now we feel like say we start this is not the type of mood that we feel like the people expect now. But wait, I promise you, we have a get tonight. We have a lot to talk about. And we're here to discuss the Nations League match again, Canada versus Jamaica. Second leg. The Jamaica went into the game 2-1 down. It was 2-1 at halftime, and somehow managed to advance to the semi-final. To the semi-final.
To the semi-final.
We never talk about it. First initial reaction. See if you can draw back to last night, right after the game. What were you feeling?
Just disbelief. You know, ecstasy. Jamaica, one time alone, Jamaica ever made me feel so good. 2010, 2011, when we beat USA in the stadium for the first time, Luton Shelton, with the go-ahead winning free kick. You know, after a Rudolph Fasting opener, you know, I think it was Clint Dempsey who brought USA back in the game, and Luton Shelton managed to steal it in like the 66th minute. That's the only time Jamaica ever made me feel the way how them just made me feel last night. I can't remember ever I'd be so proud of them. This is the first time I feel pride regarding the REGGAE boys in over a decade. Kid you not.
Yeah.
And that was the feeling that I had yesterday. Just disbelief, pride, extreme joy. Yeah, it was very emotional.
For sure. And just to think about 1997 when the game would have been 10 times more important. You know, the fans would have been there watching the team play the all-important game against Mexico. Just imagine that atmosphere. Just imagine the feeling that they would have had. I'm kind of jealous at the same time because I think about how I feel so good after qualifying to the semi-finals of the Nations League. Imagine how good I go feel when we qualify for a World Cup.
And bro, it's not even so much the qualification to the semi-finals, because had we gotten better luck, we'd have been paired up with Costa Rica. And I don't think it would have been as exciting. You know, I would have still be happy, but I don't think I would have felt this level of pride. But the circumstances under which we did it, you know, it was a comeback, you know, going into BMO at -1 degrees, you know, the weather was awful. The Canadian team, I'm looking at it, are probably the best front line in CONCACAF now. Quite possibly.
Yeah.
You think about Jonathan Davis, Alphonso Davis, and Tejan Buchanan, and Kyle Larin in the mix as well. That's a really deadly front line.
Yeah. You put them up with any front line.
And this Canada team at home, that they just don't lose that day, you know. And we managed to go there, you know, with, as I said, not only having probably the best front line, but also the best player in the region, and managing to come out on top, coming from behind.
Yeah, and it's a game with a lot to unpack. It's a game where we have so many ways we can go and discuss in the game. But let's start on the start. You know, Jamaica came out. You know, the team looked similar to the one that played on Saturday. What were your thoughts when you saw the team?
Well, there are a few changes. You know, Damian Lowe retained his position, apparently being sick.
Damian Lowe and Mikel Antonio.
Apparently being sick on the weekend, and then Demar Gray came in. Demar Gray came in, and I remember when I saw his Instagram story, you know, where he was boarding a flight. And even sent him a message from Instagram, like, I'm heading to Toronto. obviously in jest because I had no idea. You didn't know that the migrated before?
I had a feeling, you know why? In the press conference, the first press conference, the pre-game one, the question was asked to the coach. And it was like, we're monitoring the situation closely, we're not ruling anything out, it's possible, blah, 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 blah. And if it's able to play, we'll bring it. So when I saw it, I wasn't as surprised as you, but I was excited, for sure. I was excited when I found out that he was there and he's training and he's able to start. And I was excited. And, you know, you think about Alphonso Davies for Canada. Obviously, I mean, even never talk it down. Demar Gray is becoming, you know, he's slowly becoming the Alphonso Davies for Jamaica.
Or the Christian Poole.
Or the Christian Pulisic for America. The player that whenever he's on the pitch, you give the team a chance.
Yeah,
you know, something can be made out of nothing.
We see Hervin Lozano, Lozano beat from Mexico. You know,
Is that the mold? Is that the successful mold in CONCACAF? That you need one of those game-winning players, one of those players that can
not CONCACAF.
Yeah, football.
Just international football. In domestic football, we still wear, you know,
more systems and coaches. Yeah.
But in international football, bro, all over the globe, you need that one man where you can harp your hat on. Especially when you're not one of the bigger guns. Even the big teams, even the very, very best of them, the units.
Yeah.
For example, that Belgian team with you know, this big unit of players didn't perform as much because I don't think they had necessarily the star power of, say, you know, a Brazil with Neymar.
Mm-hmm.
Neymar just doing the thing for Brazil. Same with Argentina, so on and so forth. And that's what you need in international football. That's often what you need in international football.
Yeah.
And we see it in Africa with Mane and with Salah. You know, we see it in CONMEBOL with from the times past with Valencia playing for his Ecuadorian team. You know, James Rodriguez doing what he does in Colombia.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Demar Gray has come to Jamaica and become. And I think that's what was missing from his Jamaican setup.
Yeah, and as I say, you need that one man. Because and the truth is, it's hard to build a system. It's hard to build a very good team structure. And I mean, on the pitch, technically, it's hard to culminate a system in when you're seeing players 3-4 times for the year sometimes. You know, and even in a bad years, you can go, especially in like COVID, when there was just, you know, football was disjointed and all over the place.
And not even so much COVID. It just takes one knock the week before international break, and you end up not seeing one particular player for 4 months.
Right? No, right. But the point I'm making is it's so hard to build.
Yeah.
You know, a system where players understand exactly what to do and make it the most attractive football. And as I said, akin to club football and what they do because they have the players 6 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to do that because you don't have the players a lot. You know, as I said, Belgium attempted it, but they attempted it from the grassroots level and it came up and they saw it, you know, pay off in the end. It still fizzled out. Yeah. It's not sustainable. But we see the flip side. And you made mention to so many teams where they just have that one man that's in the prime of his career for 10 years. Yeah. And his national team just does well for 10 years. You know, so if Demar Gray can give Jamaica that, you can have that impact for Jamaica, then we're looking at a total different Reggae Boys team. We're looking at a total different trajectory for the Reggae Boys team. You know, we always believe that we have the talent to compete with any single team in CONCACAF, but we don't always see that translate to the field. So, you feel like that's the way to go forward?
Yeah.
Have Demar Gray as a target, well, not necessarily a target man in position, but our danger man whenever we play, knowing that whenever he gets the ball, something good is going to happen.
I don't know if that's how Arguments planned it, but that's how it worked out.
And that's how it is working out. I don't know if it's just, you know, the type of puller or that the player, you know, have, whenever the ball gets to him, you feel like something wrong.
Or is it the type of game he plays? Because he has a unique style of play. Yeah. The way he plays, very direct, very targeted.
And you know, even though direct,
get to the right foot and to make things happen.
You know, even though he's direct, he's very minimalistic in terms of he doesn't take a lot of touches. No. You know, him only do the skill that is required to beat the player. Yeah.
Which goes towards his directness. Yeah. You know, he's one-footed. You know, so he's always going to favor that right foot. He's always going to rock the left.
Assist came off the left. Right. Assist came off the left, but
he's always going to favor right, and he's always going to try to get to the angle.
For sure.
The 18-yard box. Sure. And from there, you either make a pass or take a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
And we've seen that countless times since he started to play for Jamaica. And he's just been doing the business.
Alright, another point. And again, if something comes to your mind, obviously we can go for this. Let's talk about another important point in this game. Coach Emerald Grimson. Big man coming in and I heard someone say yesterday, this is what we're paying him the big bucks for. This is why we import the whole team.
Yeah.
You know, this is why we give you everything we want. You know, obviously there are some things that we still need, but this is why this man, we gotta look outside of the country for somebody that can produce results like this. And obviously it has a lot to do with the team, but he's running the ship. So we have to give the captain some props whenever the ship, make it to the dock. Grimson, how you feel about him? And pulling out something like this, not losing a lot of games, but I also said that Jamaica, we don't beat a lot of teams that we're not favourites against. So how you feel about Grimson pulling off this one?
I think this was one of the few games that I really saw where he coached. Strategically he definitely had his footprints or his palm prints all over this fixture. And he definitely made a few changes that really went a far way. I've seen him favor a more 4-2-3-1 in recent times, which I am in favor of. That's what I've been asking for, rather than having two people up top, a more deep line attacker per se, not necessarily a 10, not necessarily a number 9, but somebody to play off the forward. And it's looked better. He's also tried to move away from having two destroyers in defense, playing Daniel Johnson as more of an 8 and having a defensive midfielder. And we've also, we see where he keep him back 4 flat.
Yeah.
And that's something that he's spoken about. So we definitely see where his strategic mindset is coming to the fore. But in this game, tactically, he really coached. And he really made a difference with some of the changes and substitutions that he's made. And I think in the last game at National Stadium, I wasn't a fan of some of the substitutions that he made. But definitely in today's game, at halftime, he did make one big substitution, taking off Latibode for Michael Hector, putting Michael Hector as the right central defender and pushing Damian Lowe up in the middle of the park. And that was an absolute masterstroke. Damian Lowe really owned that role. He was all over it. He was all over the park, moving up and down, left and right, winning tackles, making passes, getting stuck in. And Damian Lowe really looked like he belonged. And Grimson trusted him in that role. Grimson pushed him up the park. Grimson brought in another defender that was out of the national team for a while, thrusted him into the spotlight in a big game. And everything just came together, and they really did look like a team, especially in that second half.
And when it was time to make the subs, when Greg Lee was tired, we saw the replacement. Whenever we needed to, when Liam Bailey went down, we saw, make the sub, not trying to, ask him to press on or whatever. Now, the thing that I'm going to point out, where Grimson is concerned, is one, flexibility. But you mentioned that being able to change the tactics on the day and coach the game. But I also like the fact that he's searching, where he knows where this team is weak. He knows that we don't have midfielders that are locking down their position and putting up, great performances. And he's just searching for that midfield. We see Lambert come in and go. Obviously, we started with Ravel, even in the same, 4-4-2 formation. We saw players come in. Lati Bodir came in. Casey Palmer came in. Another player from Charlton came. Cara Anderson came in. They tried Damian Lowe in the Canada game. Daniel Johnson playing in the midfield. Bobby Reid playing in the midfield. He's trying to find the midfield. And he's aware, he knows that, we have a good front line. The ball now get to them faster. We have a good defensive line. Them now get good enough cover. So I try find a 1 or 2 player. If you realize he's not tinkering with his attacking line. He's not changing his defensive line unless players are injured or out of form. He is looking for his midfield. I like that. Some players would probably resign to the fact that, this is what I have. Yes, I can work with Speedy and whoever, and these are the 2 players that I'm going to play. No, he's trying to find the players who fit the system. He's trying to find the players who are going to give him the best performances. And he's willing to make the hard decision. Brother, that could have backfired. Putting Damian Lowe in the midfield, if it went wrong, it would be another story. Obviously, unfortunately for us, it went great. But he had the balls to do it. You know, and I have to say props for that. You know, accepting and be willing to accept advice. You know, we heard the story of Damian Lowe going in the midfield. We were joking about the national stadium on Saturday. You have to put Nana in the middle, and me I say no, that now got me. You get me? I say taking that from the player is a big deal. You know, not a lot of coaches will probably accept that and say, "Oh, I've never seen you play midfield. You don't ever play midfield for your team. You know, play midfield for Jamaica." Right? Yeah. No, it now work. Latibody is being a passenger coach. Put me in the middle, and obviously we're going to talk about Damian Lowe and how good he was. But an argument of being willing to accept that suggestion from the player is a big deal. You know, and I really appreciate that. Obviously, when you do well, we're going to talk about it. But when you do well, bro, we have to big you up. You know, being able to come back 2-1. And even in the first game, his system created enough chances for Jamaica to come out with a better result. Yeah. So nobody never come out of the game there and bash arguments. We never see that.
Well, I mean, the substitution taking out Trevante Stewart for the Mario Phillips.
That wasn't a great substitution. Yeah. But I am saying, even before that, we created enough chances to come out with a better result. You get me, I say? And give him some props for this Canada game. Coming from behind, coming in at half time, obviously, the middle of the fixtures. It was 2-1. We went behind twice in that game yesterday. You know, we went behind in 1-0 and then 2-1, and then we came back.
We went behind an aggregate, but we went behind 1-0, then we took a 2-1 lead, then Canada came back, which would then put us behind an aggregate.
Okay, we were behind what? Yeah. It would have been 3-2 at the time.
Yeah.
So, an aggregate. And that was great. You know what I have to say? Big props to Al Grimson. Much more to come. Obviously, he knows what we have and he knows what we don't have. And he's trying to play to the strengths of the team. I just want to see the ball get to those attacking players a bit faster. And that has a lot to do with the midfielder. You know, let's talk about Damian Lowe.
First of all, me hate the away goal.
Yeah,
I think it's the dumbest thing in football, but last night we love it.
Yeah, it worked in our favour.
But we never want to play 30 more.
But why is me tell you say, even if the away goal wasn't in play, and that game, it was what, 4-4 in aggregate?
Yeah, we'd have 30 more now.
Why if me I tell you say, right now I am confident. Alright, 30 minutes fine. Why if me I tell you right now say I'm not nervous about a penalty shootout with
I'm not nervous about a penalty shootout with any team in CONCACAF, but you have to play 30 more before
you 30 more, we have to play.
That's a lot of football.
Canada would have scored, man. Yeah, especially with that ref. Yeah. I'm refing the game. We'll get to the ref. But let's talk about Damian Lowe first. Damian and Andy Lowe. This one happened.
Yeah, you know, big fans of Damian Lowe. Always believe that him and Ethan Pinnock are a linchpin in our national team. You know, and I love the partnership that they've developed. Mm-hmm. And I really believe that's one of the best defensive duos in CONCACAF. You know, both being over 6'3" you know, using different feet. Both being relatively good on the ball, you know, one being extremely aggressive, one being extremely composed and passive. Mm-hmm. You know, both having the ability to tackle well, one better in recovery, one better facing up one-on-one. And I think they make a perfect couple. They're a good combination. Me believing Damian Lowe is a linchpin in this national team. Always disappointed when he doesn't play. But now, him having to step up in the midfield, you know, leaving him now with an even greater responsibility, covering more ground, you know, having more things to do, more things to focus on. And I was nervous seeing him in the middle of the park. There were shaky times when he made this rash 2-footed tackle, and he was like, bro, why? Mm-hmm. You know, why? Mm-hmm. We don't need that right now. So it was nervy. You know, I wasn't completely sure that he could have taken on this new role because he's a defender after all. But he went out there and he did exactly what we needed him to do. He brought energy, you know, he brought athleticism, he brought running, he brought a good composure on the ball. He made good passes and he was so good in that position. Now, that defensive partnership that we've spent the last 2 years developing, it might be done with.
Yeah, it could be done with. But you speak highly about the performance of Damian in the middle of the park, and I agree. But I want to see it again. I'm not going to, you know, go off and say we found the midfielder. I want to see it again. I want to see it from the start against a good team. And I also want to see how Damian Lowe reacts to a different challenge. Obviously, this was a game where we were chasing a result and we needed to exert ourselves. And the game, you needed to impact the game. You needed to do something. We needed the the hard nails in the midfield. We needed somebody who is sure of themselves. Because sometimes you look at Latte Bodier, you wonder why am I hide from the ball? And we saw, you know why we know Latte Bodier hide from the ball? Damian Lowe switched position with Latte Bodier. Well, he never switched position with Latte Bodier. He came up and Damian Lowe went into the position that Latte Bodier was playing. And Damian Lowe was running the game, bro. Damian Lowe was making all the important tackles. Damian Lowe got an assist.
And got on the ball. Damian Lowe had
it have to be that Latte Bodier hide. It have to be that Latte Bodier hide. How was he not giving us half of what Damian Lowe gave us? How? You get me? I say he might run from the ball. It has to be that. You know, because even Daniel Johnson, I hide from the ball. I'm going to talk about Daniel Johnson soon because I feel like we want to see a bit more from him. But maybe it's instruction to not lose the ball and just take care of the football. Maybe from Alginston. But Latte Bodier have to be hiding. You know, but at the point I'm making about Damian Lowe, I want to see from the start and I want to see another challenge where it is required to be composed in the middle of the park. Sit a bit deep, a bit disciplined, you know, break up play and give it to your wide players fast, play that over the top through pass. More and see if him have some more midfield things in him locker. But I'm impressed and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. Unfortunately though, it may be a thing where Arguins needed that to be given and put him on.
Because I was just going to ask you what that means for back line.
That's just what it is. Unfortunately, it may be a case where Arguins just did that to get the result that he needed and believes that Damian Lowe who second best centre back and go play him as a centre back. It could be that. But I want to see it again. I mean, I don't know how many people want to see that, but me want to see Damian Lowe as a again.
You trust Shane Bernard or Michael Hector? Or those are the two right now. Mariapa seems to be out.
Yeah, Michael Hector or Deshaun Bernard. I'm not as confident with them as I am with Damian Lowe because I do think Damian Lowe are better players than them. But I feel like if Damian Lowe give us the cover that I'm looking for in the midfield, I think we could. Obviously, there are not a lot of teams in CONCACAF that will beat us. Obviously, we're only looking at Mexico, Canada, America that are going to feed themselves on the day. But we're going to get the Atlas from Panama and Costa Rica sometimes. But the rest of teams, light work for it. In those games, we can see where we put Damian Lowe in the midfield and just say, yo, we need that. I'm confident with it. With Michael Hector putting in a shift. Because don't get me wrong, Michael Hector did put in a shift last time when he came in. He made some good tackles. He took care of the ball well. And again, we just want to see more of that. Let's talk about Daniel Johnson, the other midfield partner. We want to see more from Daniel. Well, I want to see more from Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson plays sideways and backwards every single time. But do you think it's a case where Arguins is asking him to take care of that ball? Sometimes people mention Speedy in the same line. He just doesn't lose the ball, but he's not necessarily doing anything to progress the team up the pitch. And I guess that's his job. You know, you're not expecting that about it. That's it. After be Daniel Johnson's job.
Bro,
how you feel about
my thing is, you don't have to always try and make the hero pass.
Not the hero pass.
But you cannot be stopping the football. No coach now going to tell you to stop the football.
Or turn it back every time.
No coach now going to give that instruction. To stop the football. Keep the football moving. Get it and keep it moving. Take a one dribble and pass it. Don't stop the ball every minute. Bring the game to a snail's pace.
Yeah.
When we have some wassy wing up on the left and the right.
Make up your mind and do it.
Forward. Make we get the ball going. That's all you ask from him. Like even with the quick free kick when him lead on SHAMAR NICHOLSON, bro, keep the game moving. That's never nothing big, but in this size, look up to the pass, make the pass, SHAMAR NICHOLSON score. Just continue to do that. Stop the football. And that's the issue that I have with Daniel Johnson.
Yeah. As I say, I want to get a bit more of what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be a number 10, he's supposed to be a creative player. He's a player that is good on a dead ball, he's a player that can create assists. I want to see some more of that too. Obviously, he's playing in a deeper role. But I see him get the ball in a position yesterday where I say, this a play in a championship. Yeah. This is what you do. When him get the ball, him look up.
Whole heap of space in the midfield to take
and
the
guess
ball
what him
forward.
do? Well, I'm on the ball, look, see the point. Stop it, play it sideways. Turn it back, almost lose it. Fumble, two it off. Bro, make up your mind and do what you want.
You see the space in the midfield. Bro, when Ethan cannot see the space in the midfield,
he might go drive. He might go drive. And hear me and low.
And that's what we need.
Yeah.
Full up the space, draw the opposition midfielders, make the pass clear forward.
Fast.
That's all I want from you. Stop the freaking football, brother.
Yeah. Man, while we're critiquing players and asking for more, let's talk about Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey. It's so hard sometimes to speak about Leon Bailey because he's a player with immense talent. I believe Leon Bailey is the most talented player in this squad right now.
Most talented reggae boy.
Not the most consistent. And even on performance, he's not the best reggae boy right now.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that Leon Bailey is the most talented reggae boy we have in this squad. No, why aren't we getting the performances that we expect from him? Why? Obviously, he's going to look different for Villa. Obviously, he spends 90% of his time at Villa. So you have to look more embedded in a system and whatever. But I'm not ask you to be the system here at Jamaica. I'm not ask you to necessarily even look like the system finish. What I'm asking is why your touch is not as clean. What I ask is why, whenever you reach in front of the goal, it look like you can't, like you don't know what to do. When Liam Bailey is so clinical, and it's almost like right now in the Premier League and even in the conferencing or whatever, it's almost like him can't play and not do something. It's almost like him can't play and not score an assist. But when he's here in Jamaica, and again, I'm not asking him to look like Mr. Jamaica. I'm just asking for him to look like a really good player. And I don't think he looks like a really good player right now. What more do you want to see from Liam Bailey?
You know, as a forward, when you get yourself in front of the goal.
Keep the ball line, bro.
Yeah, and you know, you're getting easy chances. And as I said, an attacking player score goals, it wipes away all the criticism. As it should. And I agree with
and if you not get chance, we can criticize the midfielders and we can pass our responsibility. That's not the case.
So my thing is not even, oh, more wants to this, that. My thing is, you know, we've seen you time and time again getting good positions to get goals and score goals. All I want to see is just you converting on half of the chances. If you convert on half the chances, you know, it would elevate us to such a high level without even you being the guy that did it.
Over the 2 legs, if you were to compile, take the 10 chances, the 10 best chances.
4 of them are Liam Bailey.
That's crazy. And him not score or assist in the 2 legs.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. And
4 of them are Leon, 4 of them might be SHAMAR.
I don't think them there. I don't think them there.
SHAMAR scored 3.
I don't think Liam Bailey chances are 9 or 10 either. Liam Bailey got an empty goal. 2 empty goals. One stayed there when he kicked on the post. Like, come on, bro. You are better than this. And that is what I'm saying essentially. Liam Bailey is better than this. I need to see better performances. I see him interview with Ryan. Understand what I'm saying. In fact, I agree. It's not going to look like the perfect team as yet. We don't expect it to look like Man City right now. We don't expect us to look like Brazil. That's fine. I don't think most people are asked for that from Liam Bailey or Jamaica right now.
Yeah.
You know, so we agree with it, bro. Nobody now ask you to be Neymar. Nobody now ask you to be Messi. What we're saying is, why don't you look as good as an individual player? That is really the question. And they can say, alright, there are factors and a lot of variables that contribute to it. You're not used to the pitches, whatever. You can say whatever the reason is. I just want to see better. And I believe Liam Bailey can do better and needs to do better for this national team. Yeah. Let's talk about SHAMAR Nicholson, a player who recently got a transfer to France, playing well, you know, he's changing the fortunes of his team right now. He went to them in relegation and they're pushing up the table. So, how do you feel about SHAMAR Nicholson and bagging 3 goals over two games?
SHAMAR Nicholson began to become frustrating as a national team player. And I can tell you this as a massive, or formerly, you know, a massive SHAMAR Nicholson fan. There's a point in my life when I was saying, I don't need Mikel Antonio. I have SHAMAR Nicholson. There's a point when SHAMAR Nicholson scored every other game that he played for the national team. Statistically speaking, that was a thing. You know, and I was a huge SHAMAR Nicholson fan, and you know, he was destroying Belgium. And you know, he had mixed. And then for the last couple of years, you know, getting the move to Russia, things kind of got weird. And SHAMAR Nicholson just did not look the same. For the longest time, he just did not look the same. His touches weren't clean. You know, he wasn't as accurate. He just did not look like a very good footballer. And, you know, I was worried because this was the person who was the heir apparent to Jamaican goal scoring. He was supposed to take over from the likes of Luton Shelton. You know, or to a lesser extent, because the Fuller who didn't score that many goals, but was a top forward first, right? And that was who SHAMAR Nicholson was destined to become, and that was who he started off being. And that kind of slowed down over the last couple of years to the point where he became very frustrated.
Yeah,
he was missing easy chances. He wasn't getting into goal scoring positions, and he just wasn't playing good football. And it started to worry me. But you know, as time progressed, you know, Algrimson continued to trust him, as he should. You know, regardless of his form, still one of the best players we have out there. And eventually, which is right now, him start get the knack for it. You know, scoring a couple of goals.
Just need to see one going sometime.
Yeah.
We need to see one going sometime, and his first goal after a while was a penalty for Clement. I think, I'm not sure who the opponent was. But sometime we need to see one go in. And then, right off the back of that, he come on national team duty. Get 3 goals in 2 games. You see the thing with SHAMAR is, and the thing is...
And the last window, how did he play in the last window to get us?
He didn't look fine.
Didn't he score?
No, he didn't. No, man, never scored. Remember, if you interview him and he say, don't worry about it, you might get back in form.
Yeah.
So, the thing is, I knew what the problem was with SHAMAR. SHAMAR was out of shape and out of form. And I saw it. See, SHAMAR yesterday take off him shot after a game, bro. SHAMAR look like himself again. SHAMAR look like he need to lose 5 more. You get me? I say, and sometimes this is what you need. You need a change of pace. You need the situation and the environment to change around you. And when you get back your form, take full advantage of it. And I feel like that is what's happening. Yeah. Those 2 chances that he took against Mexico. And then a shabby goal.
Against Canada.
Against Canada. And then a shabby goal. It's striker's instinct.
3 chances.
The 3 goals that he scored against Canada. There's no scruffy goal. You know, one was even the second goal, the third one, the third goal he scored, but the second one yesterday.
Match.
Bro, a big goal, and people that say a tap it.
No.
But what you have to understand how close the player was, the angle at him.
I come at 20 miles per hour, darting from out of the box. Ball is curling away.
Bro, that's not an easy goal.
To get to the side of your foot through the keeper's legs.
That's a striker on
form.
Oh yeah. That's a striker on form. And I have to say, I'm proud of SHAMAR Nicholson for doing what he needs to do. He believed in himself, and a lot of people took his comments the wrong way when he said that he's not concerned about him not scoring goals right now. And what he meant was that I know I'm going to start scoring goals again. Once I fix some things, I know I'm going to start scoring again, and I know the player that I am, so I'm not worried about having a bad run of form. I know it's going to change. And when I'm scoring again, I'm not going to talk about me like we are right now. You know, it's a big props to SHAMAR Nicholson. And keep playing him. Give the coach a day.
Make we keep it going, bro. Because you have a record to get back on track.
Yeah.
You have a record to get back on track.
Must say it look good. It look good, and we need some 3 goals in 2 games to get him back.
Yeah. One second, car.
Yeah.
You dip on a pace.
Look what SHAMAR Nicholson
kind of drop off. He continued to play. He wasn't scoring any goals.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, SHAMAR Nicholson scored some goal, brother.
And you know what? I said this too. In the Gold Cup, and even not the Nations League, but since Mikel Antonio was introduced to this Jamaican team, obviously SHAMAR Nicholson was the one that had to, give way for him. So a lot of his appearances, a lot of his caps were substitute appearances. But even in those substitute appearances, especially in that Gold Cup, bro, he was awful. Again, off form. But he was not getting the chance from the start a lot of times. And even sometimes when he got the chance from start, he wasn't good. But guess what? I remember that Mexico game in the National Stadium where him and Liam Bailey didn't look like they wanted something to it.
Yeah.
They get me and say, so is it that we need to see SHAMAR Nicholson from the start all the time? You know, and a while ago I said, unfortunately, he had to make way. I think there's a way right now, especially with this weekend midfield, where we need to see SHAMAR Nicholson and Mikel Antonio in the team together.
And bro, for about 20 minutes you started in the National Stadium. And it was working.
It looked good.
The only thing is, what's going to give Bobby Reid or Liam Bailey? It's not DeMar Gray.
No, it's not DeMar Gray. It's not DeMar Gray.
So what's going to give?
It's definitely not DeMar Gray. And Bobby Reid is playing some good football for Jamaica, I have to say. Obviously, Bobby Reid is not the player that's central line.
No.
But he's playing some of his best football for Jamaica. I can't say that. He's not scoring the world-class goals that we've seen him score.
But he will score again.
His performance, especially for the last 4 games, have been consistent. You know,
not DeMar Gray, but he's not been a passer.
No. And like whenever we get a penalty now,
him look like we see how him look for Fulham.
Yeah, exactly. A good player that you need in the team.
Good player, make the passes, you get me.
Make the right play every single time. Yeah. Now, as I said, Bobby Reid one ring, I'm going to see a good pass and beat the body. But he's going to make the right play, he's going to create chances for his team. And he might go back up penalty.
You love him for the penalty.
Yeah.
He look like Messi.
It's not the first time.
He look like Messi for the penalty. He look like Messi for the penalty.
Well done.
He don't look like him. He look like him can miss.
Well done to Bobby Reid.
No, the official penalty. Everybody there on the field.
No, Bobby Reid official penalty kicker now.
Everybody there on the field.
Bobby Reid official penalty kicker now.
SHAMAR Nicholson kicked them for Jamaica already. Leon kicked them for Jamaica already.
Hey, I see SHAMAR Nicholson kick a penalty one time in the national stadium. Probably the worst visit I've ever seen, like from a professional footballer up close and personal.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua kicking to Downtown, bro. That was awful.
Yeah.
But Bobby Reed are the man for the pens right now. Yeah.
But as I say, when Mikel Antonio gets back something up, I think Mikel Antonio gives.
I don't know if Mikel Antonio
gives more energy behind
the
forward than Bobby Reed.
You mean in the
Not on penalties. Bobby Reed are the man to kick the penalty then. No, I talk about, but can Bobby Reed get on the field?
If Mikel Antonio is here and fit and ready to play. And then problem I mean you want still as I said, the midfielder make it easy for them. Because if you just want all of them in the team, I understand that a 5, I would have 4 spot. But if a midfielder play good, I say you just play your best forward and hush Bobby Reed. But no, we have to Bobby Reed and create things for it. So we'll see what happens. Good problems to have. Hopefully Mikel Antonio. So we'll not see them again until March, which may be a good or a bad thing. We don't know what it's going to play out. We don't know what the domestic season is going to play out. Now let's talk about the most disappointing thing yesterday. That referee. That was so bad. It was so bad. And I feel like blatantly corrupt too. I don't know if he was a bad ref who got too caught up in the game. I'm corrupt, bro. I one of the two. Because how? Number one, obviously, people are going to say, DeMar second yellow, disrespecting the opponent, blah, blah, blah. Bro, you don't give a yellow card for that.
I think it was, the whistle was blown. So I think it was a kickball after the
Was the whistle blown?
That's what was cited as the reason for the yellow card. They kicked the ball after the whistle. But as I say, considering the circumstances, to me, that they just look like the ball bounced out to DeMar and they might try to kick it and team.
Yeah, that did look awfully personal
so
to me.
Even had the whistle gone, it couldn't have been much longer before.
Well, if them say that, the reason, that's the reason. But in the moment, watching the game, me never hear a whistle, number one. Yeah. Number two, him did try to kick with the ball, yeah. But the thing, him not try to kick, he might be caught and try to kick the ball off of the player and get a yellow card for that. But even the first yellow card, yeah, my time waste, blah, blah, blah. But just the way the referee that behaved, I never like it. And then Liam Bailey went down and had to be substituted, which means that he was hurt for real. Obviously, it could have been that he be tired and whatever too. But Andre Blake threw the ball out of play. The referee refused to attend to the player down. Ordered them to continue playing, even though Canada could have stopped too. I feel like if he missed, probably I'll give him a yellow card. But it never.
But Canada should have played the ball back to us.
Canada should have played the ball back to us.
So that was.
But even so, he'd have just kicked back out the ball again. For him attend to Liam Bailey. The point is that he was not acknowledging Liam Bailey.
At that point, Andre Blake could have had to go on. That's what Andre Blake should have
done.
But
why was all of that needed for the player to be attended to? We put out the ball, bro. We put out the ball. And I feel like, not even feel. If the ref, ordered the medical staff to come on and look at Liam Bailey, Canada would have given back the ball. They would have never attack and almost score a goal.
As I said,
that was just so weird.
It's not the referee's responsibility to for Canada to give us that ball. Canada see why we
before that.
So we're not gonna say
before they even make the throw.
Yeah, so why you think if the ref did call on the medical staff, Canada would give back?
Even so, if they never give back the ball, that's another point I make. The point is we threw the ball out and they never attend to the player that was down. Yeah. But just as I said, we've seen it so many times. Obviously, on the occasion, them continue, them chase the game, blah, blah, blah.
As in, continue, but once the ball go to play, oh God.
Bro, attend to the man, which is the greater point I make here. So this ref, I just feel like it was awful. Game was a penalty, which I love.
Yeah, that was a penalty. They never give a penalty. It was a penalty. But, my thing is, he never do nothing egregiously wrong when they make him lose his job. He never done nothing incorrect. But in the spirit of the play, I don't think he handled the game very well.
Number manager game very well.
Yeah, in the spirit of play, I don't think he handled the game very well. And it definitely looked biased. And the red card against DeMar definitely seemed like a personal red card. Yeah. Because I've seen it time and time again where once the first yellow card is given, DeMar got the first yellow card, which was indeed a yellow card. For time wasting. Bro, it can't be so easy to get the second yellow. It can't be so easy to send out the opposing best player. And that's a football work. And you know what? He will be spoken to about that. I was at Heidel versus Gazmoseo recently, and the refs were being evaluated. So 2 senior referees from the Jamaican Refereeing Association were there to evaluate. And I was talking to them and having discussions with them. And, asking some questions. They were saying that the spirit of the play, that's something that's emphasized when teaching officials.
Yeah.
So there's some things that your job as a referee is not necessarily to enforce all the rules, but to ensure that the game is played to its highest standard. You know, to the best that it can be possibly played. The cleanest and the best that it can be possibly played. And the referee almost decided the game.
You didn't need to give him a yellow, a second yellow.
Also, 9 minutes.
Bro, the officiating was just poor. That Miguel guy needs something needs to happen.
I think he'll get a strength. I think.
I don't think we can. I'm not sure if we can appeal it. If we can,
no, we can appeal. We can appeal the red card. I'd hope that the second yellow card is being appealed right now. I'm not sure if it will be overturned, but I'd hope that it's being appealed.
Need that to be appealed.
Yeah, it's going to be appealed.
Hopefully, something good can come out of this.
It's going to be appealed.
But overall, we're into the Copa America. We're into the semi-finals of the Nations League. We want some silver.
I want to win the Nations League, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, win it so bad.
And I'm looking forward to the Copa America, but not telling no lie.
Bro, we weren't not going to qualify for the Copa.
Yeah, true.
Which is why I was never. Everybody else a Copa.
No,
we never yet met Copa. Copa was never on my mind.
Fine, understand, so you're confident about us making it to the Copa America.
Yeah, we were going to make it to the Copa.
But automatic qualification.
So this whole fiasco about Copa, I was never worried about our chance to go to Copa America.
Bro, you never.
I was never worried about our chance.
Fine, and I don't think most people that say we're not.
I was concerned about being in the finals. Bro. I remember last year we went to Mexico. We needed to beat them. We got a draw, and we felt good about that draw in Mexico. You know, it's that that resulted in Suriname
this year.
Yeah, that was last year. The nation finals was in March, but the us not qualifying.
The finals was in March.
Nations League or June was in June. Oh yeah.
This year March.
March we play against Mexico. Yeah, I was, it's a result against Suriname in the year before, where we shouldn't have gotten, but players did a strike and Andre Bateman were play and we should have put ourselves in a better position. Beating them in the national stadium as well. Like just playing good, going to the Azteca and not being able to do it immediately. That was disappointing, but I was excited. That showed progress. I really wanted to be in Vegas. And coming into this now, knowing that the finals next year are going to be in Dallas, we will have a chance to do it.
No, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But I'm not going to play it. Obviously, we were always going to make it to the Copa America. But making it to the Copa America is a good thing, and I'm looking forward.
And this will be our third time, so it's not unprecedented.
It's not.
I'm not frightened. I'm not telling you.
I'm not frightened. What I say is not about being frightened for it. I'm saying I'm looking forward. You get me? I say
always looking forward to when Jamaica playing football.
So, I look forward to the competition. It's fine that you're not. You see, the semi-final is a big deal. We're going to play America. Confirmed, right?
Yeah.
We're going to play America. How you feel about that?
As I said, there's no team in CONCACAF that I don't go in expecting Jamaica to win. There's no team in CONCACAF that I don't go in and expecting us to be able to do what it takes to get the victory. We can beat every team in a CONCACAF.
We can. That doesn't mean we expect them to beat every team.
So that you expect to lose?
There are games I will play where we don't expect a win, but I want to get the win. Whenever we play America, I don't expect to beat America. We're not going to say, oh, yeah, we're supposed to beat America.
We're not supposed to beat America.
Yeah, but I expect it, which means
I expect to beat America.
We not expect to beat America. I think we can beat America.
If America, like for example, Argentina beat you, we're not going to be disappointed. We're not going to be disappointed. But America, every time America beat me, we're disappointed. So America don't know team we're supposed to can beat America. And obviously, we have to play our best ball and hope America don't play their best ball. But we have the tools to beat America.
We definitely have the tools.
And that's why every time we go into the stadium or go watch Jamaica play America. For example, let me say, my thing is, if you don't expect to beat the team, why are you disappointed when they beat you?
Because you think you can beat them. That doesn't mean that you expect to beat them.
So if you don't expect to beat them, that means you're not really.
No, of course. You can go into something knowing that, I can pull this off, I really want to pull this off. Even though I know the chances are I'm not going to pull it off, I'm still going to pull it off. You see me? So I think we're able to, we have the talent to, we have a team too.
I'm not saying.
But I think we reach at the point
I'm not saying we should be favorites. But I'm saying when we go for play America, I'm not okay with not winning the game. I'm not okay with not winning the game.
But saying,
as compared to Argentina, we are playing the fixture there to put up a good performance.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have
We
to
are
have
playing
track record
America.
too, you know.
We are playing America.
You have to have track record too,
And
you
we
know.
backside America to win already.
Every now and then, but we can tell you say America expect to beat Jamaica. And you know why them expect to beat Jamaica? Because most times they come up against Jamaica will beat them. So they might expect to beat it. They get me? I say I understand what you're saying in that you know that we have the talent, and so anything less than a victory is disappointing.
Yeah.
And I agree with the fact that we can beat them, and anything less than a victory is disappointing. But I mean, personally, I'm not at this stage. I think we will be though very soon. Now, if we continue on the trajectory that we're on right now, if our games continue to push what he's pushing and get the ball to our attacking players and allow them to make magic, I feel like we can get there.
No, but even
Why
so,
we
get
build
there,
our
what?
midfield?
Get there to be the best team in CONCACAF.
Bro, you have to put results together, you have to put performances
Yeah,
together,
but yeah,
and the talent alone, you know, bro.
Yeah, but you feel like say you can be the best team in CONCACAF.
I feel like Jamaica can be the best team in CONCACAF. It's a while away, but I think we're
But this
getting
is our golden
there.
generation.
I think we're getting there, and,
So
and we have 2 years.
We don't have a while away.
We have 2 years. We have 2 years.
No, except we span a body.
We have 2 years to be the best team in a CONCACAF.
I'm gonna say I feel we can win competitions in CONCACAF. I don't think we're going to get to the level where we'll be a
Bro,
better team, especially on paper,
Yeah.
than
you look on Canada last
than-
year.
than
Canada,
America.
people can say what they want.
Yeah, but even so, we
Canada
still
was the best
that's-
team in CONCACAF
But
last year.
what were we saying? We ever won second and better than America? That never left my mouth yet
Well, I
in my
know.
life.
You see, understand what I say, no? You can have better individual players. You can be a more talented squad.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're a better team. Canada was a better team than America last year.
You know,
And
World
we
Cup
have the
qualifiers.
last year,
Yeah.
and we have the
But
capabilities
Canada
to
still,
be the
Canada
better
still
team.
never win the silverware.
It's not about the
And the amount
silverware.
of trophy where USA win last
It's
year.
not about the silverware. It's not about the silverware, no. I am saying 2 World Cup qualifiers, and it's not just last year.
But
it's
even
for the
during
last
World
2
Cup
years.
qualifiers, there are still other competitions being played
Fine.
that USA always manage to win.
Fine. USA managed to
USA
win.
win every single one.
Fine. While them are rotating, while them are not half players and whatever they're doing. So I'm not challenging that they're the most talented squad, and
Yeah.
that probably they are definitely the most winningest squad. I'm just saying you can have a spell where even though you
Yeah,
don't have the
so
best
we
players,
can
you
have-
can be the best
We
team.
can have
And I think we can get
a good spell where we're the best performing team. in
And I
CONCACAF.
think we can get there. And that's what I mean. That the best team
we
is the
can,
best performing team.
we can put a stretch of football together.
I think we're
You know.
getting there. If we continue, we can get there. Obviously a while away, and by that I mean we have 2 years to get there. I believe that we can. If honestly we have the players where we can. I can see Jamaica on a 1 or 1.5 year span run where we just put some results together, and Jamaica are the best team in the country in terms of performances and results. That don't mean they are the most talented. You see me? And you're afraid we go America, beat them 1-0 draw with them, come to Jamaica, beat them, and who knows, 2 years America gonna beat you. You see me? So you never know what can happen. And I believe we have the talent to do it. But it's hard because sometimes this team play where you can't recognize them. But sometimes them put in performances where you have to say, yo, this team can get places. I like the fight out yesterday. I like the fact that we did down. And SHAMAR and NICHOLSON were going there just in him and say, yo, I'm gonna need this. And not only did he talk about it, he come out and he taking chances and get them. And we show heart and we show fight. It looked like we did want it. It looked like we didn't want it. Saturday, maybe the Heat did get to them, but it never looked like we didn't want it, even though it was halftime in the fixture. I like the fact that we fight yesterday. I like the fact that we show some heart. Yeah, and I'm a big proprietor for the fact that you don't have to always be good, but you have to always fight. You don't have to always look your best all the time. But you can't walk on the football field. You can't be a passenger on the football field. You can't hide from the ball. You can't hold down your head. No. You have to show heart. You have to fight. You have to look like you're proud to represent the country that you represent. Because somebody would pay for represent that same country. Anything else about yesterday's game that you want to talk about? You're almost an hour into the show.
What's that? That pretty much wrap it up.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Andre Blake.
Andre Blake. Let's do that and then wrap it up. Andre Blake, man. Andre Blake.
Still not much to be said.
No, but for the last 2 fixtures, bro.
Not last 2 fixtures.
No, me just I said.
Oh.
For the last 2 fixtures Andre Blake play,
Yeah.
my. I know much players on the field better than him. I know much players on the field better than him. Straight up.
Bro, I can't tell the last time Andre Blake have a shaky game for Jamaica.
And that football at his feet, man, it's looking better.
Can't tell the last time, bro, Andre Blake are the best goalkeeper in the CONCACAF.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell the last time Andre Blake don't show up domestically or internationally.
Yeah.
So the greatest MLS goalkeeper all time, the greatest reggae boy goalkeeper all time, and the best goalkeeper in the CONCACAF. And him just a get started at 32 years old.
Man,
Just a get started.
I feel.
Andre Blake is the best now, that the best he's ever been in his career right now. My biggest concern are for BOYZ Clark and JAMAICA.
Bro,
At them, I feel it,
man,
because them not going for play. Them will come retire before the man, bro.
listen,
At them, me worried about.
listen.
Because this man just start play football now.
I want to see the best player in the position I play. And guess what? If BOYZ Clark come at 25 and Blakey at 36, and BOYZ Clark,
Blake will be 38 then.
hold on, no?
Yeah.
BOYZ Clark like 19 or 20.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
And Blakey was 31. Blakey at 33?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Blakey and Nana the same age?
No.
Oh, God. But yes, Blakey at 38, which is old, but it's very possible to still be playing good football. And BOYZ Clark play for, who knows, I played in a Premier. You see me? So, but I agree with it though.
Fact check it out. Make sure. I'm not sure. Yesterday was his birthday.
Who, Blakey?
Yeah.
Blakey at 33 that?
Fact check it real quick to make sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yesterday.
Time I fly.
Yesterday, I lit the triple tree.
Yeah, so.
And as I
happy
said,
birthday to his kid.
play one of the best games ever. Bro, the man is the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
He's
Looking good.
He's the best
Looking
he's
good.
ever been.
Big up to Andre Blake. But yeah. We that. Jamaica to the semifinals of the Nations League and to the Copa America. Big deal. See you guys in March. Hopefully we're there. Hopefully we're what them saying, Dallas. In Texas game, yeah.
Arlington.
Yeah. I watch some football game,
It's a
yeah.
beautiful stadium.
I watch the boys.
My favorite American stadium that football is played at. Not American football, soccer, but yeah, football is also played there. But it's a dual stadium that them can get in a nice big soccer field, natural grass, the whole nine. One of my favorite places to watch football on TV, and I'd love to be able to watch it in person. Beautiful stadium.
If you like the video, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to this or that Sports TV. And the one more thing first though,
Share the video to at least 10 people to ensure to get a 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know how many subscribers that get by the end of the day, people.
I will leave. But for now,
This was this or that Sports TV.
gone, my father.
Gone.